Hey, welcome back to the channel. Joe Craft with Barndominium Builder's Guide with Florida Barndominiums. And I got my plaque in the other day. I also own JC3 Builders. That's where my license is parked. We're trying to get it tied to the Barndominium. I got an email from the DBPR. I got to fill out another form. But, we're doing what we can to show that we're legit. So we've joined the Building Industry Association, also a member of the National Builders Association. This video is frequently asked questions. I'm going to try to hit them quick and make it sweet. Number one question I get is, what does it cost? That question is impossible to answer the first time I talk to you on the phone. So I give everybody the same number, $180 a square foot. Is it going to be that much? Maybe not. Is it going to be more? Maybe. If you want marble floors and marble countertops, it's possible that it can cost more. But it's very possible that it's going to cost less than that. But if you still want to talk when I give you that number, then it's definitely worth moving forward, and we'll get you to that real number. It's going to be close to there, though. The days of $80, $90, $100 are just gone. As much as I hate it, they're gone. I wish it was still here, though. Next question, how long does it take? It's another question that's almost impossible to answer these days. It's going to vary. If you have city water, city sewer, you're going to be a little bit quicker in the permitting process, getting all the documents together, because health departments are backed up. If you have a septic system and we have to have that designed and then permitted before we get our building permit, that's going to add a significant amount of time to what it takes to get going with a build. Realistically, from the time we meet, if you have everything nailed down and you know exactly what you want and you have plans and you have all of it and you're like, here it is, give me a budget, and we can be in permitting in about a month, and then permitting would take about a month. So we could actually be on the property doing something about 2 months. Once we're on the property and doing something, our trust lead time just got extended by 3 weeks. They just told me today. So it just went from 15 to 18 weeks. So when we do a draw schedule, we put the permits in that, or the trusses in that first draw to draw them out. So once we have a slab poured, roughly 6 months to a year. Again, it depends on how fancy it is. I mean, we've got showers with backlit onyx in them. That's going to be stuff like that takes longer. Getting it in, getting that extra wiring in the shower, getting that onyx set, it takes longer. So, but if it's pretty simple, just a tile shower or a tub inset, a tub combo, stained floors, pretty simple stuff. If we got everything there, we can be done in 3 to 4 months from getting the slab poured. So it's going to vary. But the whole process, it's safe to say a year for the whole process. Next question I get is materials. Right now, red iron is extremely expensive. Steel prices, from the prices that I get when I quote something, have increased over 100% this year. Red iron is taking 1 year to get from order date to receivable. So if you want to build a red iron, at this point we're just not even going to take the job. That's just too long of a wait. I just don't want to do it, because we have to take a draw from you to make all these things happen, and then it's out of my control that's taking a year. So what we would do is we would say, hey, here's your bid, order your building, and then call us when it shows up, and we'll pick back up there. That will do. But for me to order the building and be in between you and the building, and I just don't want to do it. The tube steel buildings, they have extended their lead time to 6 months now. We'll still take those orders, but I'd really push you towards a wood frame. So Here's the pushback I get from wood frame. Is it safe? Yes. In Florida, we have to wrap that wood frame with plywood. I use zip board. Just Google zip board if you want to know more about it. It's a great product. We use it on the exterior walls and the roof. So that gives us all kinds of strength. We use a 2x6 exterior wall, and the wood trusses is on every home in Florida, so there's no difference there. Your roof is, well, there is a difference because we're going to again use the zip board and we're going to use a closed cell foam, so that those things make it much stronger. The closed cell foam, I would argue that with the system that we put together, that the building is just as strong as a steel building. The other thing is we have to meet engineering. Everything has to be engineered, so it's engineered to the wind code. So you build a 2-story house, your second story is all wood. Your exterior walls, they're all wood. Your trusses, it's wrapped. So it's the same setup. Termites. I get a pushback on termites. They're building houses and complete apartment complexes out of all wood all over down here right now. And we spray borate on all of the wood. So we're required to treat for termites. We typically don't treat the soil simply because of the amount of rain we get. We're getting into the time of year that I could treat the soil and it would be okay. But during our rainy season, from treatment to covering it, it's just going to be a waste. We would do it if you want it, but I'm just going to advise against it. But we do spray the lumber with borate. Whether we do a steel exterior, block exterior, or a wood exterior, the interior walls are still wood and we still have to treat them with borate. We can also set bait traps around the property and set you up with a termite contract. So typically I will do both. I will do the borate and I will do the traps. But the other thing to go back on is pests have to get into the home to become a problem. So when we use the zip system, and again, Google zip board, the zip system is a resin coated plywood, and then we have a tape that is about 3 inches wide that tapes the seal. So or the gap, the joints. So all the joints are taped. The roof, the walls, everything is taped. The bottom is going to be caulked and foamed, and then we're going to spray foam the whole thing, and there's really nowhere for those pests to enter the home. So that's something to consider. So that's the main frequently asked questions we get right now. I'll try to remake this video or add to it or put a second one, part 2 or something, as we think about more frequently asked questions. The other frequently asked questions is, where do I work? We'll from Georgia line above Tallahassee, and then take 75 and draw a line down really as far as you want to go. We'll go down to Big Cypress. We have a project coming up in Big Cypress. So, and then all the way to the east or the west coast from there. From Tallahassee about over to Quincy, and then we'll venture east to 75 some, not much more, about 30 miles. So right now I've got to get some guys hired in some different areas. There's lots of requests coming in the Jacksonville and Daytona and Orlando. I just can't service all of that right now. But we're looking into it. We're working on it. And there'll be an update on the website when that happens. So thank you for watching the video. Please, as always, submit your questions. Share our videos on the forums if you find them useful. And just chase your dream. And this channel really is about, I feel like it's veering off of it. I'm going to have to go on the forums and find a question, because we're veering off of the do-it-yourself. And that's really what I wanted the channel to be. So chase your dreams, do it yourself. And even sincerely, even if you're building your own home yourself, if you get in a real bind, I don't mind answering your question. Give me a call. We'll answer your question. Only thing I ask is that when we answer your question is that you leave a reply and give us some good juju. So, Merry Christmas, and I'm sure I'll have more videos out before then. We got 15 days left. All right, thanks.